Hey everybody, Rich here with Lubuntu 11.10. I wrote an article about this recently on PCMix, but I decided to do a video on it because I haven't used Lubuntu in a while, and there's nothing here I could really show you that you haven't seen before in a Linux distribution, other than the fact that this is fast. I'd even hazard to say this is faster than Xubuntu with Xface. For those that aren't aware, the Lubuntu distribution uses LXDE, which you can learn more about at lxde.org, which essentially means, as it says, lightweight X11 desktop environment. And it's as far as the system requirements for Lubuntu, which I believe it states on the lubuntu.net website, is that, yep, it's right here, system requirements. A Pentium 2 or Celeron system with 128 megabytes of RAM is probably, and they do say probably, a bottom line configuration that may yield slow yet usable system with Lubuntu. What that more or less means is that you could go as slow as a Pentium 2 if you wanted to, but bare minimum should be Pentium 3 with a quarter gig of RAM, 256 megs. This does come with, as you see here, the Chromium browser, which is version 14, latest one. And, well, actually, I don't know if that's the latest Chromium, but that is where Google Chrome is. They're at version 14 right now. And as far as the other apps, it comes with Disk Utility, Terminal, LeafPad, which is a Notepad clone, sort of, kind of. Archive Manager, you got some games in here, you got some graphics, you have, like I said, Chromium. You can get um, Firefox for it if you want to. I'm glad they put Sylpheed in this because that is a fantastic bare mail client. It's really fast for Windows or Linux. I think it's absolutely fantastic. The other version of that is called Claws Mail. You might want to check that out too. Transmission for BitTorrent stuff. You've got AbiWord and numeric. AbiWord is for word processing, and you have numeric, which is for spreadsheet. And this is version 1.10. I would hazard to say you'd probably be happier if you put LibreOffice in this, which you can get. As far as adding and removing programs, that is under System Tools with the GW package installer or the Synaptic package manager. If I go to the package installer, it looks like this. It's kind of bare, and you have to actually have a package to use with it. So you'll have to use the Synaptic package manager. I gotta authenticate. Standard fare, easy to find stuff in here. If I wanted to find Firefox, for example, I just search. Well, actually, before I do that, I should reload. That's the first thing you should do. So you reload all the latest packages that are available. And then search Firefox. I will search just name. And there it is. And it says latest build 7.0.1. So you have the latest and greatest software with this. I do like the fact that in this distribution, all the fonts look great. I'm big on fonts. I say that whenever I do one of these. And if the fonts aren't right, I notice the fonts are perfect in Lubuntu. So you don't have to worry about whether something is too small or too big to read or whatever. You can, with the Chromium browser, that helps, granted, with websites, which is where you read most of your stuff. And when you're in other apps, such as AbiWord, if I just bring that back up for a moment, that is true that the icons are a little large, but they're not grotesquely large. It's a decent interface. Decent meaning it won't offend you. When you see it, you're not going to say, oh, that's just wrong. It's something you can work with out of the gate without having to modify anything. And speaking of which, I did not have to modify anything when I started using this. So, generally speaking, I was very happy with this. It ran in VMware, which is what I'm using now, no problem at all. If I put it on a regular computer uh, as a native installation, this would probably run fantastic. As a matter of fact, I pretty much know it would run fantastic. Now, who would be best using Lubuntu? Well, if you have an older computer, and or a netbook. For example, I tried installing Ubuntu 11 on my Dell Mini 10V. Awful experience. Awful, awful. Because it's just too heavy on the interface. This, on the other hand, is really light. I'd even say I'd probably choose this over Ubuntu because it's just that light. If you want an interface that's just fast and does not get in your way, you want Lubuntu. I think you would be very happy with this. And if you weren't aware, as you can see from the, let me go back to the Lubuntu website. Lubuntu is at this point an official derivative of Ubuntu, because you see it's Ubuntu Wiki when you go to the Lubuntu website, because that means that it is official derivative now, meaning it has the support, and you know it's not going to vanish into thin air. A little late on the draw. I think they should have done this a while ago, but better late than never. So if you wanted something, if you don't like GNOME, if you don't like KDE, if you don't like XFace, I'm pretty sure you will like LXDE. If you, like I said, something that just runs and stays out of your way and allows you to just do your normal computing stuff. Yeah, Lubuntu, check it out. Version 11.10, I give it a thumbs up.